Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Chuck Carstensen, RE/MAX Results, and I haven't done one of these quick market update videos for a while, so I thought perfect time to do it. We got Thanksgiving in a couple days. I can say Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I know I've been calling people here the last couple days, and I'll do some more calling the next couple days, thanking our recent past customers who've done business with us this year for business. And I know on these, a lot of times our past customers check in. So thank you again for supporting the Carstensen team. Today, real estate market update. Minnesota this time of year, the vibe a lot of times is nobody wants to move in the winter. That's what a few people tell me. And then we normally still sell a couple houses a week. So that's not the case. People do move in the winter. Action's a tiny bit slower, but what's really to update you on the market, and I've talked about this before in some of my other videos, but what I believe is going to happen going forward a little bit is, and you should know about it now, is the real estate market is settling into a normal market. Realtors, and maybe you out there hear about this, the market's shifting. So a normal market isn't a seller's market where the prices are up, isn't a buyer's market where they're down. Doesn't mean it doesn't curve a little bit, but it's dependent really on the location, which people already know location. It's also dependent on the condition of the property and how it shows and what kind of upgrades are in it. Meaning if you've got somebody who looks at properties in the area they want to buy, and they're a buyer, and the seller has normally the nicest house that fits their needs, appropriately priced, that's the one that sells. Somebody might have a really nice house, too high price, they'll probably go with this one. Somebody might have a house that's pretty good price or even a little bit lower than the nice house, but it needs some updates, some maintenance, doesn't look like it's super ready to go. And that little bit lower house might say, well, it's a little bit lower, they go for it. They'll look at it, but what's happening is, and for special effect, I might have to move the camera down, it goes for way less than it should. So basically the very nice dialed in house goes for what it should. So it's normal or towards the seller side of the price range. The house that's not quite, I gotta show you again here, not quite there, it'll go for less than you think. That almost becomes a buyer's market house, but it's a normal market where the seller, if they did a good job and have the right location, right property, they're going to do fine in the house. And then there's some where the buyer's going to do better on the house. And the normal market is hard to predict other than sometimes sellers, buyers, realtors, the person driving you around, I don't know, your bus driver, they're harder to deal with. Your bus driver is probably not harder to deal with. I'll have to ask my kids if the bus driver is harder to deal with. So what I mean by that is people get a little bit tense about it because, boy, my neighbor sold their house in May, and that sounded like it went better. That was May. You probably should have sold in May of 2018 if you wanted everything to go perfect. So it's just a tougher market for everybody. Over the course of time, I've worked on becoming less and less, how can you say it, less and less getting worked up. I'm more happier and joyful now. So one advantage is, say, of working with us and my team, and we talk about this, is just a lot of times we're easier to work with. Not always. I mean, somebody might be doing a deal with us now and that guy's hard to work with. Well, no, I'm not getting mad about it anymore. I used to do that sometimes. And some people will hear this and say, Chuck used to get mad. He seems like the easiest going guy. Couple times, not much. So that's what I mean about the market. So the update on the market is people buy homes this time of year. People sell homes this time of year. In fact, there's not much inventory. It's totally fine to list your property in most situations. However, if it does need some work, based on what I just explained, you probably want to take the time, work on it to make it even look better than it already does. So then it does better, and maybe that means you're hitting the spring market. So happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon.